Hey everyone, Sev here, and we are going to be playing some Axis and Allies. So, I'm playing Russia in this one, and don't mind me, I'm eating popcorn. So, for those that don't know, Axis and Allies is a turn-based strategy game. There's 5 people. There's the US, Germany, United Kingdom, Japan, and the US. As the name suggests, Russia, UK, and the United States are one team, then Germany and Japan are one team. Your turn comprises of several stages, and I'm going to walk it through this one. So, first thing is we have 24 credits that we can spend, and all these infantry, artillery, tanks, and anti-aircraft artillery cost different amounts. You also see that their attacks, defense, and their available movement are also different. Tanks have the highest attack and defense from what we can buy for the ground, followed by artillery, and then infantry. Who the hell's calling me now? Someone from Egypt. But it is important to note that artillery can raise the infantry attack up to 2. So you usually want to pair at least one artillery when you're sending your troops somewhere. That way you have the bonus attack. And we have a huge list for C. C's not that important for the Russians. You get a single sub. It's kind of whatever. But of course the big guy is the battleship, followed by carrier, cruiser destroyers, transport submarines. Air, you have fighters and bombers. Fighters are better for defense. They can move up to 4 spaces to attack and return. They have to land in a legal zone for you to set them down at. So, for example, my plane right here, I can go to the Caucasus, to the Ukraine USSR. That's 1-2 movement. Then I have 2 more movement to land in, which I can go back to the Caucasus, or I can come all the way up to Russia right here. Whereas a bomber, that's right here. This thing can go 1, 2, 3, 4, attack all the way down here, and then spend its 5th movement to drop in Libya, or 6 to go to Algeria. Bombers have lots of attack. They suck at defense because you're bombing your own stuff. They don't really work, although I've played games where that one has actually come in handy. Then for industry, we have these industrial areas. They allow us to put troops in the various spots on the land. They are limited by the number of troops that they can put by how much the territory is worth in your income credits. Hi, honey. Ooh. Well, come closer so I can see better. Man, that's bad. So what did we learn?
Brush my teeth.
Yes, more often. Love you. So I can put any 2 troops in Karelia. It doesn't matter. It can be 2 tanks, 2 infantry, be an infantry and a fighter. Or what we could do is put like 2 submarines, or a destroyer and a submarine in square 4. Then Russia can do 8, which is just about anything that we could possibly put in there. The cheapest unit is infantry, 8 infantry, 24 credits, and just mass there. And do up to 4 units in the Caucasus. Okay, so now that the brief explanation is done, the first part of your stage is purchase. And what we want is... Yes, love you too. Bye-bye. So we want to plan out our attack. That's partly going to determine what we buy, so we can reinforce different areas. So 4 infantry and 2 tanks is a very safe open, and the reason is you can have the tanks blitz through with their 2 movement to attack anywhere, and you have 4 infantry to reinforce, say, Karelia or the Caucasus, depending how different attacks go. But we need to decide what we want to do. Now I'm thinking about coming down to the Baltic states, picking off that tank and infantry. And the reason is that tank always attacks and defends at 3. If we can get it to waste its IPC on an infantry and trade back and kill it, that'd be more than worth it. Which I'll probably involve. We'll send a plane, artillery, and 2 infantry down here to do that. Then during our non-combat move, which is towards the end of our turn, we'll move this soldier in to help defend with the last 2. Have the plane land back here, and we'll probably put 2 more infantry in. That way, it's a suitable defense to hold off the plane, this infantry, and this infantry coming up. So that's does it for this top side. There's nothing for us to attack with the sub. We can come out to here. So 1, 2, and there's nothing in range. We would want to non-combat move it over here to try and help trade and defend our allies' ships. So we need to decide what we want to do down here. There's a bomber in the Ukraine USSR. That's worth a lot of credits and has a lot of their firepower. So we match the infantry, we match the artillery, we match the tanks. But we're going to need something more. The plane is less than the infantry on defense, because infantry are considered in trenches. On defense, so they defend with a 2, but they only attack with a 1 because they're basically charging through no man's land. A bomber defends with a 1 because bombing your own stuff is kind of detrimental. So what I'm going to do is blitz these tanks around along with this fighter to get that extra push to secure this. I want to deal with Russia, but if we can clear this out, that's pretty big. The problem is if our capital's taken, we don't really get income. So we need to choose our battles. So we want 2 infantry, and we're going to place those in Karelia to defend. Then I'll have this tank come through to attack here. 1 tank here, 1 tank over here. All this infantry and the artillery in. Send a plane around, so I have 2 tanks here, 2 tanks here, and a plane, along with matching infantry, artillery, tanks. It's a little risky, but if we get decent rolls, it will pay off immensely. We're going to lose. Normally I would like to try and follow and attack up with tanks, but the first round we just want a ton of infantry then, because odds are we're going to lose a lot here and here, so we need to get that front line reinforced. So now we decide what we're going to buy. We're done with that phase. Bunch of infantry. Now combat move, this is everything that will be fighting each other. So I want 2 infantry down here. I want the artillery. I want the plane. So, there's that. Oh, I forgot this guy can actually come down and attack in Russia. They are barely connected. Well. Do I want to change what I'm doing then? That means I can send these guys into Finland along with the tank, and the tank's pretty much guaranteed to get one every turn. I say that's 50-50, but has a good chance. Nah, let's stick with what we're going to do. Artillery in. All those in. So now we match the numbers there. We're going to have tank come. This tank come around. This plane come around. And I can't move this. It's anti-aircraft artillery. They're stationary. Five, six. We got 6 attacking into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't really count the bomber. It's a 1. Then here we're attacking into 5. We have 4, 5, 6, 7 attacking in. And we'll call that good, I think. Yeah. I think we're gonna go with that. All attacks. We do have units over here, but we're not going to attack this. 2 units into 3 entrenched and a plane. Not a good idea. So we're going to end phase, go to the next. And we're going to fight our battles. So we're going to start with the Baltic states. My units, their units. We weren't expecting to get anything on that one. We want to try and get 1 on this. We got a hit. And we're hoping to get hit on this one so that combat ends immediately after they're done rolling. Figures. Don't get it. Okay. Not so bad. And he missed too, so very fortunate rolls for us. He will continue to press the attack, and now he doesn't have that infantry on the board. Did we get anything here? No. Our plane needs a hit. We need this combat end. Alright. So no matter what, this ended in our favor. Let's see if he gets a return kill. No. So we lucked out on that fight. So you can see, we didn't lose anything. They lost 9 total credits worth of units. Most time, if you're trading favorably, you have a chance of winning. Especially since the Axis have a lot more power on the board at the start, but the Allies have more income. Next, let's do Ukraine SSR. This is our big combat, where we're trying to get a bunch of credits worth. Can we get one from here? At least? Nope. But at least we've got the high rolls out of the way. So now we have our infantry again boosted by their artillery. We got one. And we kind of figured to go there. Then we're not going to dig in to their juicy units yet. Oh, we only got one off of that. That's terrible. We might end up running if they get good hits here. One hit. Okay. We can deal with one hit. Crap, he hit two. Okay. Don't hit, please. Okay. He missed. So now we have to decide. Do we want to risk it? So odds are they're going to get at least two, possibly three. So 1, 2, 3. We'll have a tank and a plane left. We're probably going to get 1, 2, so we get 3. We're going to eat into their tank, which still leaves us in a favorable position to kill the plane and the bomber. So, yes, we want to press, especially after we had that first round that wasn't very good. Any decent rolls here is tremendous. That's terrible. Please? No, no. So, RNG being a thing, we're just eating it terribly on this time. He's gonna get one, I know it. Nope. Didn't get that one. Okay, so RNG got us both. He should get this one. And he did with the one. We're gonna get rid of the infantry. And then, yes, I want to press the attack. I'm trying to get this high value unit so he doesn't have a good attack against me. Really? Like 50-50? Can't even get one dice? I mean, he finally got one. Nah. Heck with it. All in. Let's go. 1, 2. Oh. Even if almost no matter what happens, I'm fine with leaving. Because we got the bomber. And that's an important part. I'm sorry if my speech is a little meh. Oh, crap. Okay, he got one there. So we'll take the tank hit because we want to keep the plane. The plane is better all around. And he's just going to get a bunch of hits now, isn't he? We're going to lose the plane, aren't we? Yep. So that costs a good penny there. But we got the bomber at least. So he came out 10 ICP ahead, which we got our main goal, and that was the bomber. Now the rest Russia to get through. Hopefully this time we're not as RNG hold. Can we get one? Nope. We should get one here. Well, let's see how bad it is. Okay, that's acceptable, considering how it started. And I was expecting the tank to hit. We will press the attack. Can we get one, please? Nope. We should get one or both here. Or just not. Come on. Okay, we got 2 hits. Fantastic, we can start getting into some of their meat. And we take another infantry loss, that's fine. Because if we get any hit whatsoever, artillery, and then the tank goes down. Yep. Never expect your ones to do anything unless in vast numbers. Ah, there's the one. We just need one 50-50 win. Got it. And then they get one more chance to do return damage. Which they should... I would expect them to take at least 1 from us. Yeah, they got the tank hit. Got a piece of corn stuck in my tooth line. And then they lost hard there by 10. So this was the total lost. Obviously we took more credits from them than we lost. We've gained 4 more income, which is important because we get that at the end of the round. And they lose that immediately. Gain 2 territories. And they lost 2 tanks and a bomber. We lost 2 tanks and a fighter. Those are the only real important things. So you see that thing on the right? That was cities. The cities is how you win. So we need 9. Well, they need 9 of our victory cities to win. Like Moscow. Right here. I believe Leningrad is another one. We need to take Rome. They need to take London. We need to take Paris. We need to take Berlin. We need 10 total cities to win. We need 10 total cities to win. They need 9. And non-combat moves. So I'm going to move this over here to help defend the ally so we can try and trade. I'm going to take the infantry, move them up in here so that they can defend against this attack. I'm going to move the anti-air forward. Can I move this guy? I can't move any of them. So I'm going to move him to the Caucasus because we need to reinforce this. So the big threat that we have against us right now is this tank division and these 2 planes. I was kind of hoping to get this one to take away the plane threat. But tanks can move twice. So they could all potentially just move into Ukraine and hit Russia or the Caucasus, all 3 of these. This plane can come down, this plane, and that plane. And it's gonna not be a very fun time. I want this plane to withdraw over here, so this isn't taken. Man, that's just digging into my tooth. Then we're going to move Empress over. We're putting him in Russia because we can mobilize him to either front depending on what we want. And this time we are going to take these guys, and sometimes I move them over here just to have a bigger force against them. I'm not going to this time. Instead, I'm going to move them both into Archangel. The reason for this is to get ready to remount and attack if we lose either one of these. I will move get cut down here. The reason for that is if they want to do some kind of troop plan here and drop units off, we can probably pick off some units. We can do that, or we can try to send them all the way across, but that'll take several turns. The other option is take these guys and just drop them back into Yakut. I probably say it wrong. And you just hold the line right here instead of split between these two. Which actually, we might do that. Nah, bringing him down. That's not going anywhere. So that's all of our defensive moves. We've moved literally everyone except for these two. Alright. So we're ending that phase. And now we get to place our new units. Which we have 8 infantry to the side. We're putting 2 here for sure. Select them first. 2 are for sure going there. I'm going to put 4 in the Caucasus, since we took such heavy losses there. And 2 in Russia, because I can't put them in either of the other spots. And something I can do to, try and coordinate with allies is leave a map note. I can click on a territory and communicate with allies. So, by what happened, what would I want the United Kingdom to do? Can't get it. Oh, no. There it goes. I got the kernel in my mouth. Cool. So I more or less don't care what happens this side as long as the US can kind of hold this line. GB got a bunch of forces here, but they can come over here and start heading to the south. What I would like is for them to put pressure on Norway. And if they can come in and hit Norway and Finland, depending on what the Germans do, which they'll probably move all these units over. They might leave 1 in. They'll move these units over to attack me. If they come in from the back, once this is gone, I'm now fighting on mostly one-sided front once we pick off the transport. So I'm going to right-click Norway and put attack here. And for my message, I'm going to put kill plane. Nah, actually, I'm going to put pincer. So that I can focus. Can I move? Nope, I can't move. Okay, so pincer, I can focus on the southern front. Reasonable request. They can choose to do it or not. We'll have to see what they do. I'm going to create that, and then if we can get that transport, that's one big threat that is gone. I didn't attack into it because there's this guy right here, which is a cruiser. And send the plane there. It's a coin toss. If we both trade hits, I lose my plane, he loses the cruiser, the transport's untouched. So we want this transport destroyed. Then other than that, I'm kind of fine with them doing whatever. So we'll hit end turn. Just summarizing everything I did. Oh, make changes. So you can go to question mark and see what other actions that we have. We've literally done everything but move these units. right here, and the ones over here. So we don't have anything else. And it starts small sea zone 39, which is way out of our 36. Where? Ah, down here. But we don't have a chance of doing anything there. So this is our first turn. In the next video, we will go through what each person did, see what they're requesting, and see just where we should put our priorities. I am playing this as a mostly standard game. I'm not doing anything crazy. In the other game, I'm going to do something a bit more riveting, a bit more fun, but this one I'm going to go standard, just so that we can establish the game. So, end turn, next phase. We get paid. So our production went up. We have 28 IPC. Unfortunately, we lost the Ukraine SSR fight, which if we got that, we would have got 30 IPC, and I would have got 2 bombers, and that would have been fun, but unfortunately I'm just short of it for my next turn. Anyway, that's been round 1, and at this point we're just waiting for everyone else. So we'll come back to it when we can. Oh wow, that looks really weird. Anyway, this has been said with Accent Allies. And what do we want to call this one? Where's the game name? Game name. Okay. We'll just call this one Russian Standard 1. There we go. And yeah, okay, that's good. Dragging this on way too long.